Dear students, in this video I am going to start the probabilistic models to deal the inventory problems. Fine. So here we are having two types of models, single period model with instantaneous demand and single period model with uniform demand. So here demand is instantaneous, here the demand is uniform. Here no setup cost is used. Similarly here no setup cost is used. So there in both these models setup cost is not used. Fine. Now Z is the stock level. So in both these models we have taken two cases. Z is discrete, Z is continuous. Similarly in this model Z is discrete, Z is continuous. Fine. Now to get the optimum solution we will use the concept of maxima and minima. Here we have described these curves. This is for minimum, this is for the maximum. Fine. So here is some point A where we want to find out the minima. So we will use, because here the case is discrete and discrete and continuous. So for discrete case we have used the concept of forward difference. Forward difference which we have used in numerical analysis. So here A is point used. So its previous point will be a minus 1 and a plus 1. The distance between two consecutive points is 1. That means h is 1. Similarly here this is point a minus 1 and a plus 1. Now a is minimum. The value of the function at point a is minimum if f of a is obviously less than f of a minus 1. Fine. And here at the same time f of a plus 1 will be greater than f of a. Then we can say that f of a is minimum. Similarly here f of a is maximum if this height is greater than f of a minus 1. At the same time f of a is greater than the value of f of a plus 1. Fine. So now we will use this concept. So function f of x is said to have an absolute minimum at x is equal to a if forward difference delta f of a is f of a plus 1 minus f of a. This is by the definition, and according to this f of a plus 1 is greater than f of a, because this is for minimum, this is for minimum, this is for maximum. So for minimum f of a plus 1 is greater than f of a, that's why the sign will be positive. And at the same time here delta f of a minus 1 by the definition of forward difference f of a minus f of a minus 1, but according to this is less than 0. So this implies delta f of a minus 1 is negative, but from here 0 is, this delta f of a is greater than 0. So we are combining these two. Delta f of a is greater than 0 and delta f of a minus 1 is less than 0. When we combine these two, so we get this inequality. Fine. So we get this inequality from here to here. And delta 2 f of x is greater than equals to 0, second derivative for all x is greater than 0. So this is for the minima. This is the condition. Similarly, for the maximization, the condition will be this. Delta f of a is less than 0 is less than delta f of a minus 1. This will be the condition for maximization. ये यहाँ के लिए condition है. Fine. So now we will use these conditions. So let's see the first model. Model number 1, single period model with instantaneous demand, no setup cost model. These are the assumptions. To determine the optimum order level Z, which minimizes the total expected cost under the following assumptions. T is the constant interval between order, so no need to consider setup cost in total cost. Fine. Z is the stock level at the beginning of each period of time t, which is discrete. PR is the probability of requiring R units in time t. This is the probability based model. So PR is the probability of requiring R units in time t. T टाइम में R units की requirement के लिए जो probability है वो PR है. Fine. Lead time is 0. C1 is the holding cost per unit time. C2 is the shortage cost per unit time, and demand is instantaneous. So this is the assumptions. Now Z has discrete values. So now first we are discussing when Z has discrete values. Fine. So in this model the demand is instantaneous. Therefore here we assume that the total demand is fulfilled at the beginning of the period. Here this is the beginning of the period. This is the stock level Z. R is the demand. So there are two cases when this demand is less than stock level, यानी स्टॉक ज्यादा है डिमांड कम है तो पूरी हो जाएगी. सेकंड केस लेंगे जब डिमांड ज्यादा होगी स्टॉक कम होगा. R is greater than Z. Fine. So when first case, when demand is less than equal to stock, this is stock level Z, this is the demand. So that's why this is the total stock from 0 to Z, and demand is only R units. So after fulfilling the demand we have only stock level R minus Z, and this is to be maintained because ये total demand थी जो कि T टाइम में थी, ये यहीं पे पूरी हो गई तो पूरे T टाइम में आपको ये स्टॉक को मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा. मान लीजिए 10 आपके पास 10 यूनिट्स थी, डिमांड आई 5 यूनिट की, आपने 5 यूनिट की डिमांड इमीडिएटली पूरी कर दी, बाकी बचे 5 यूनिट, तो 5 यूनिट आपको पूरे के पूरे इंटरवल में रखने पड़ेंगे अपने पास. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव दिस एरिया. फाइन. सो दिस इज द स्टॉक. सो द होल्डिंग कॉस्ट पर यूनिट टाइम विल बी व्हाट? C1 इज द कॉस्ट एंड स्टॉक लेवल इज Z-1. तो दोनों का प्रोडक्ट कर दिया. Z-R इज द स्टॉक, C1 is the cost, so C1 into Z minus R is the holding cost. Fine. R units फुलफिल करने की जो प्रोबेबिलिटी थी वो PR थी, तो एक्सपेक्टेड कॉस्ट कितना हुआ? एक्सपेक्टेड कॉस्ट, बिकॉज प्रोबेबिलिटी इज यूज, सो PR मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस होल्डिंग कॉस्ट. फाइन. सो C1 into Z minus R into PR. नाउ हियर R आपकी कहाँ से कहाँ तक वेरी कर सकती है? R वेरीज फ्रॉम 0 to Z. R जो है डिमांड इज, जो भी आपकी डिमांड है वो 0 से Z तक जा सकती है. सो फाइनली समेशन इज टेकन ओवर 0 to Z. R वेरीज फ्रॉम 0 to Z. दिस इज इक्वेशन नंबर 1. फाइन. सो द होल्डिंग कॉस्ट पर यूनिट टाइम कितना हुआ? होल्डिंग कॉस्ट होगा, आप सामान को तभी होल्ड करेंगे जब आप R इज लेस देन इक्वल टू Z होगा. फाइन. सो दैट्स वाई इन दिस फॉर R लेस देन इक्वल टू Z, होल्डिंग कॉस्ट इज गिवन बाय C1 इंटू Z माइनस R. व्हेन R इज ग्रेटर देन Z हो जाएगी तब होल्डिंग कॉस्ट 0 हो जाएगी, क्योंकि उस समय सामान होल्ड ही नहीं होगा, शॉर्टेज होगी उस समय. तो सो दैट्स वाई होल्डिंग कॉस्ट इज Z माइनस R इंटू C1 व्हेन R इज लेस देन Z. व्हेन R इज ग्रेटर देन Z, नो स्टॉक, सो दैट्स वाई 0. नाउ केस 2, व्हेन डिमांड इज ग्रेटर देन स्टॉक लेवल. अब स्टॉक कम है आपके पास, ओनली Z अमाउंट, दिस इज 0, दिस इज द एक्स एक्सिस, दिस इज द निगेटिव y एक्सिस. फाइन. सो केवल Z अमाउंट आपके पास अवेलेबल था, डिमांड ज़्यादा है तो R माइनस Z की शॉर्टेज हो गई. सो दिस इज R माइनस Z शॉर्टेज. फाइन. सो डिमांड इज ग्रेटर देन स्टॉक, सो हियर शॉर्टेज कॉस्ट, सो देयर विल बी नो होल्डिंग कॉस्ट. तो इसमें होल्डिंग कॉस्ट नहीं होगा, जैसे यहाँ कोई शॉर्टेज कॉस्ट नहीं था, यहाँ पर कोई होल्डिंग कॉस्ट नहीं होगा. So shortage cost per unit time is C2 into 0 when R is less than equal to 0 because no shortage. Fine. Shortage है यहाँ जब डिमांड ज़्यादा है स्टॉक कम है. So C2 into R minus Z, ये आपका शॉर्टेज लेवल है यहाँ से यहाँ तक, इसको मल्टीप्लाई किया कॉस्ट से तो C2 into R minus Z. So total expected cost just multiply by the probability C2 R minus Z multiply by PR, and here R is greater than Z. Fine. So that's why we have started with Z plus 1 to infinite, because this is a discrete value. Discrete number of units, they are discrete, that's why Z plus 1 to infinite. R के बाद R is greater than Z है तो इसका मतलब R की जो वैल्यू होगी वो Z plus 1 से स्टार्ट होगी. Fine. So this is the shortage cost. This is the holding cost. So now when you combine these two, the total expected cost per unit time is CZ is, this is the holding cost, this is the shortage cost. This holding cost is from equation number 1. From equation number 1. This from equation number 1. This is the holding cost. holding cost, fine. So this is the part of holding cost, and this part, and this is 0, that's why 0, plus then the shortage cost starts from z plus 1 to infinite, so that's why from 0 to z shortage is 0. This is 0, this is 0, 0 to z shortage is 0, 0, plus from z plus 1 to infinite this cost, equation number 2. So that's why we are adding equation number 1 and 2. So this is the total cost, 0 to z, this is from equation number 1 and this part is from equation number 2. फाइन, ये 1 से आया है, ये 2 से आया है, दोनों को ऐड कर लिया. दिस इज द होल्डिंग कॉस्ट, दिस इज द शॉर्टेज कॉस्ट. फाइन. सो फॉर मिनिमम वैल्यू we have this equation, delta f of a minus 1 is less than 0 is less than delta f of a. So now we will use this. So for minimum value, delta c z minus 1 is less than 0 is less than delta cz. So now find out delta cz. So delta cz from here, so delta cz means cz plus 1 minus cz. So here 0 to z की जगह z plus 1 किया तो इसमें की वैल्यू आती है, तो डेल्टा 0 to z plus 1 cz plus 1 minus r pr plus from here z plus 2 to infinite c2r minus z minus 1 pr. पूरी इक्वेशन में z की जगह z plus 1 कर दिया, minus cz is this equation. So this equation, simplify this, so what we will get, so we will get this equation delta cz. फाइन. सो यहाँ आएगा, ये हमने किया, इसको लिखा 0 to z और z plus 1 की वैल्यू इसमें सब्सटीट्यूट की, इसको दो हिस्सों में ब्रेक किया, 0 to z, r की वैल्यू 0 to z